Hi everybody, welcome to the midweek energy check-in reading. This is for all zodiac signs that are time stamped. To find your timestamp and your zodiac sign, you'll see a blue number next to your zodiac sign. Just pop your finger on that number. Oh, and while you're at it, pop your finger on the like button too, if you wouldn't mind. So this is a 3-card spread. It's your past, your present, your future energies and what they would like you to embrace more of. So welcome to all the new subscribers. Thank you so much for joining us, and a massive welcome to those that come back and speak to me every single week and leave your lovely comments. Anyway, let's get on with this for you, Aries. We are going to timestamp you. Always the first. I don't know how tarot readers actually mix it up because I lose track. Right, we have the King of Wands coming out, but I haven't timestamped you yet. So let's get on with that. So we're timestamping Aries at 0050. So welcome, Aries, to your midweek energy reading. This is your past, your present, your future energies and what they'd like you to embrace more of. Now, in the pre-shuffle, we did just have a King of Wands pop out there. So let's see if he makes his presence known again. Okay, that's too many. I only want one. So here we go. One more, please, and thank you. For Aries, your past energy is the Two of Cups. Your present energy is the Queen of Pentacles. Your future energy is the Queen of Wands. Well, did I say the King of Wands you got out, didn't you? You got the female counterpart instead. And then the Three of Swords is what they want you to embrace more of. Okay, so Two of Cups, interesting with that Three of Swords here. You've just recently come out of... or moving on from maybe a friendship or a bond that you thought it was really on the same page as you, because that Three of Swords I'm seeing there too. Or it can be that you found your soulmate energy, or it can be that you've been, really concentrating on you after a bit of a breakup. This energy also is somebody who there's equal give and take with the relationship, but I do feel, because I'm really attracted to that Three of Swords, I don't know if you've come out of something and there's been a bit of realization just recently that perhaps it isn't very equal with this partnership that you thought perhaps were your soulmate. Queen of Pentacles, though, is how you're sitting. Now, I really like this because this is such a kickback to that Two of Cups. It's almost like putting two fingers in the air and going, you know what, up yours, mate, because I'm still quite happy here. The Queen of Pentacles, financially, she's very successful. She's very resourceful with her money too. She makes sure there's always enough to go around. She doesn't panic. She's very much Empress energy for me too. Financially, as I say, she trusts the universe. She's content, financially content. And also I always want to put a mantra to her. It's like, I attract, I don't chase energy. Now the Queen of Wands is what you're stepping into. So watch out. That's all I was going to say for Aries, everybody else, because you're coming out of the Queen of Pentacles. Now the Queen of Wands is like, yeah, actually, now it's time. I'm going to step up my game. I am going to actually start really getting out there again, showing them what I'm made of, being in the limelight, enjoying the attention as well. And you know what? It's Wands, so it's you, Aries, really having a positive spin on something. And that's why I think with this Two of Cups, it's a little bit of a blessing in disguise, if you like. Something that there's a realization perhaps, because the Three of Swords does indicate, as I say, about, sorry, it's Bella down there, what they want you to embrace more of. Now, that's why I keep thinking that there's been some sort of disappointment, but I don't want you to embrace more of the disappointment. It's like, look on the brighter side. As I say, the Queen of Pentacles, I really feel like she's sitting there putting her two fingers up going, yeah, well, you know what, I'm still okay. I'm still quite resourceful. I'm still quite independent. And she's very reliable, the Queen of Pentacles. And then stepping into the Queen of Wands energy is like, now she's got a little bit of more fire in her belly. Now the Three of Swords are embracing more of the healing aspect of what that Two of Cups brought you. What has it taught you in this scenario even, I would say. Now let's have a look at your angel and auras message to finish this, please and thank you. We have wise decision. There we go. I told you, didn't I? Accurate, brilliant, organized, and you're validated as well. Not that you need any validation, to be fair, but yeah, I like that. And people are clapping you. Look, the angels are actually round of applause for you, Aries. Love that for you. So I hope you enjoyed that. Let me know how it resonates, and I'll see you hopefully for your weekend reading. So anyway, let's crack on. Let's move on to Taurus. So this, no, it's not this. That's not the one I'm doing. I get all carried away with this one. Oh, just had my hair cut and it just keeps moving. Okay, right. Taurus, Taurus, Taurus. Time stamping and a little pre-shuffle for Taurus going on there of the Nine of Swords that can get back in there. Okay, Taurus. We're time stamping you at 0524. So welcome, Taurus, to your week ahead energy reading. This is your past, your present, your future energy and what they'd like you to embrace more of. Now, as I was just doing a little shuffle before I time stamped you, the Nine of Swords popped out. So let's see if that shows its face again. That's too many. Okay, one more shuffle, please and thank you for Taurus. Okay, Taurus, your past energy is the King of Pentacles. Your present energy is the Tower. Your energy you're stepping into is the Three of Pentacles. What they'd like you to embrace more of is the Magician. So the King of Pentacles is you sitting just recently, quite established, quite comfortable, sticking to what you know, feeling financially successful, building your empire maybe, whether that's actually financially or with, you know, friends and family around you. But the King of Pentacles can be a little bit stuck in his ways. So maybe there's a little bit of a change coming up because I can see you have the Tower. And maybe you're feeling a little bit bored in this energy. And for 2026, let's just step up the game a little bit. Let's get out there a little bit more. The Tower, as I say, is you at the moment, the energy of, right, okay, what do I need to change up now? What do I need to change, I don't know, to bring a bit more oomph, I want to say. Are you in a little bit of a rut or a routine with a relationship or your job? This Tower encourages you to look at what you need to rebuild, what you need to tear down and rebuild, if you like. Now, the Three of Pentacles, this is really interesting as the energy you're coming into. This is about teamwork makes the dream work. It's that sort of scenario. That's the mantra of this card. But it's also about you being in the limelight and getting the recognition for your hard work. So this is what makes me think with that Tower energy. Yes, King of Pentacles, you've established, it's like you can afford now to move on and do what you want to do, but you're going to do it with a little bit more, you just recognising your skill set at last, Taurus, because the King of Pentacles is also that energy. The King of Pentacles holds a specific skill set that he makes the most of in order to make his money. He knows what he's very good at and he sticks at it. But it's like this change is coming in now and you're like, well, yeah, now I can add to that even more. I do feel like there's some sort of house market, some sort of collaboration going in together in a house, or I don't know, something that is still going to make you money and be successful. However, you're the one that's going to be running the show. You're definitely the one in the spotlight here with that Three of Pentacles and working with everybody else. Now, the Magician is what they want you to embrace more of. And the Magician is, yes, I can. The Magician is the first major arcana in the deck. And he's the one that holds all the four aces up his sleeves. And he knows that he's got everything he needs. So it's like, embrace more of that I can energy. I've got all I need to do. There's a bit of confidence going on here. What are your goals? What are your manifestations? Let's stick to it. Try not to, I feel like they want to say keep that momentum up here. Taurus, ready for this Tower moment, the change that's coming. Okay, let's have a look. Oh, now it can also mean for some of you, already you're quite established in your job or however it may feel. But with the Three of Pentacles, I feel like you're going even further up the scale. Now, the King of Pentacles is the top of his game, but I feel like, your skill set is being put on show. Yeah, you are being put on show for what you can bring to the table. Okay, what's the final message from the angels and auras? Please and thank you. We have Archangel Michael, wise, honest, trustworthy, and observant. Now, Archangel Michael comes to us when we can ask all the angels to come to us at any time, and they will be there. They're always with you anyway. When we need a little bit of protection, a little bit of courage, so maybe it's linked to the Magician energy there. Yeah, that's how that's making me feel. linking to the Magician there. He's got his head in a book as well. It's like he needs to do a little bit of concentrate on the facts of something too. He's actually surrounded by books. It's like, yeah, he's keeping his eyes peeled also on what's going on around him. Same with that Three of Pentacles. And that's because you are being pushed into the limelight. Maybe you've got to do a little bit of research. You know, it's like, oh my gosh, I've got to prepare myself for this. But it's exciting. I love it for you. So I hope you enjoyed that, Taurus. Let me know how it resonates. And we are moving swiftly on to Gemini. Now, Gemini, please and thank you. A quick shuffle for Gemini, and we're time stamping Gemini at 10:56. So welcome, Gemini, to your midweek energy check-in reading. And look at these, they're all coming. Everybody's getting a pre-shuffle here. You've got the High Priestess. This is your past, your present, your future energy, and what they'd like you to embrace more of. And then we're going to finish with an Angel and Auras card. Quick mic check, because I'm paranoid. Okay. Too many. Okay, past energy, please and thank you for Gemini is Five of Cups. That's nice to see that in the past. Your present energy is the Hierophant. Your future energy is the Queen of Swords. What they'd like you to embrace more of is the Eight of Cups. Funny, Aries got that card in exactly the same placement. Okay, Five of Cups is your past energy. This is like you're overcoming here something that had, or somebody that's left you feeling lost. You feel lost. This is the lost, regret and disappointment card, so take it as it resonates. Now, I will never for any circumstances ever tell you to stop thinking about people that you know you've lost and that are in spirit. I do get a couple of comments every now and then to people that kind of pull me up over saying you shouldn't tell people to get over it. I don't ever tell you to get over it. I know from personal experience it's not something that you can get over. What I do say for this card is, but there's positives to be had in life, yeah? So the Five of Cups tells me that you've turned that around. Something that's left you feeling lost, regret or disappointed, you've actually managed to turn around and put a positive spin on it for you, Gemini. Or even thought, you know what, I don't really want to dwell on stuff anymore. I'm really going to turn this into a positive. Maybe that's your new mantra for 2026. Now you've got the Hierophant, how you're sitting here. This is about teaching. So some of you might have gone into teaching. This is about spreading the word, if you like, and having very guru energy. People here are hanging on to his every word here. It's also the card of marriage and high levels of commitment. So whether you're turning around a relationship with somebody, a marriage, or there's a decision relating to that you're actually making right now, or as I say, you may have decided that you're taking a more of a spiritual path at the moment, but you're the one giving the advice. You are the one that everybody's listening to. You are the guru energy here. Now, the Queen of Swords is what they'd like you to embrace more of. And the Queen of Swords is, the energy of the Queen of Swords is telling it as it is. You know, being absolutely clear-cut with your communication, with your ideas, your thoughts, your logic. There's absolutely no grey areas with the Queen of Swords. So that's like you're going to have to be a little bit straight talking, I think, in the near future with somebody or something, possibly to do with this Hierophant, how you're sitting at the moment. Now, the Hierophant also, as I say, is the card of marriage, can also equal the card of divorce. It's about high levels of commitment, but it's also about your traditional and your belief system. So it can be that the Queen of Swords is encouraging you to actually, you know what, draw a line in the sand with that. You need to think a little bit more outside the box. You've got the Eight of Cups also, it's like they'd like you to embrace more of. The Eight of Cups is realizing when you've outgrown somebody or something. It doesn't mean to say you're walking away, you're leaving your relationship overnight or what. However, you could still be with the same person, but you may need to reconsider certain aspects of the relationship or the friendship. This is knowing that this is like you feeling like, oh no, I need to move on now. I need to do this. Isn't really ticking the box anymore. They're wanting you to embrace and perhaps look at maybe at the moment, especially as you're sitting as a Hierophant, is that really serving you? Queen of Swords would definitely be telling them quite straight or somebody as it is, you know, but at the same time, assertively and positively, because she's not one to look back or dwell on the past. I'm just going to do one on the Eight of Cups for you, Gemini. No, I'm not. I'm going to do the Hierophant. The Hierophant, okay. Why do we have the Hierophant here? Please and thank you for Gemini. As you know, I don't normally do clarifiers, but when it calls to me, I feel like we should. Okay, that's clarified by the moon. Yeah, so the moon is about feeling confused. It's about things not being as clear as they should. Are you feeling a bit confused about a commitment here, and not really knowing where you stand with somebody or something or a job or however it resonates? The moon, as I say, is a card of confusion and haziness. And also it's about waiting for more information to be revealed before making a decision. And maybe that's what you're waiting for here with the Hierophant and the commitment. But they're encouraging you actually to not wait too long here. You know, look at what, you know, is that really serving you to do that? Let's have a look at the angels and auras for you, Gemini. The message is a blessing in disguise. Wow, you couldn't make that up, because the Eight of Cups might be a blessing in disguise for you. It might make you feel like, oh my gosh, this is going to be a bit, so, you know, heavy going. But you've got the card blessing in disguise, trust, revelation, significance, and a surprise. You know, that Hierophant with the moon, there might be some more information coming forward that will give you a little bit of a surprise, offering you that blessing in disguise. I do feel for some of you, perhaps you've been umming and ahhing about this Eight of Cups. Do you know what? It just comes a bit easier for you with that Hierophant energy, with the information that perhaps you're waiting on that needs to be brought to the surface. Anyway, hope that resonates for you. Let me know how it does in the comments below. My hair is driving me crazy. I just had it cut and it won't stay in the same place. Okay, right, let's move on to, who are we going to? We're going to Cancer, of course we are. So let's quick shuffle for Cancer. And we are timestamping Cancer at 17:40. So welcome, Cancer, to your, sorry about my hair, it keeps moving, your midweek energy check-in reading. This is your past, your present, your future energies and what they would like you to embrace more of, followed by an angels and auras message. Oh, let me just, can't see you. Just making sure I've got the right one. Okay, sorry about that. Let's get on. So one more shuffle, please, and thank you. And if you can hear the moans and groans, that's Bella. She just seems to like to talk while I'm talking. Okay, your past energy, Three of Swords. Your present energy. Oh yes, the Empress. Your future energy is the Knight of Swords. And what they would like you to embrace more of is the Two of Cups. Gorgeous. Very nice cards. Now the Three of Swords as your past energy, kind of like saying you're gradually getting over some loss, some trauma, something that's really upset you. You're healing from it. I like that. It's lovely. It's continuous work, though, unfortunately, for some of us. So keep up the good work is what I'll say to that, Cancer. Maybe, you know, somebody disappointed you. But I just feel like because it's in the past and now you're sitting as the Empress, it does really feel like you're on top of it at the moment. So the Empress sits there, as you can see. She's ready for a new start, the Empress. She's like, bring it on. She sits in her abundance, if you like. She gives birth to new ideas. She's very motherly. It can be that you are waiting to give birth. For some of you watching out there, you could be due any day now. It's the feeling of feeling very content and very attractive too. That lovely feminine energy about you at the moment. Now, the Knight of Swords is what they'd like you... No, this is what you're stepping into. Now, the Knight of Swords can be... Well, there's lots of messages on the Knight of Swords. Mainly for me, it's about you actually taking action rather than just talking about something. So you're putting your words into action here. The Knight of Swords also can be about presuming something. So it comes with a couple of caveats. It's like, don't jump to conclusions with the Knight of Swords. However, with the Empress sat there like that, it's like you're sitting there waiting for something. And the Knight of Swords is like, right, the waiting's over now. Let's do something about it. And then the Two of Cups is what they'd like you to embrace more of. Two of Cups is very soulmate energy. I think it's like they want you to, maybe here with that Three of Swords, they weren't your tribe anyway. This is your tribe. This is the Two of Cups, somebody who's on the same page as you. This is your soulmate energy. Doesn't mean to say it's romantically involved. Can be a partnership in work, you know, where you know, there's equal give and take. You're both putting in the same amount of effort. You're both respectful of each other. So I'm going to do a little clarifier on that Knight of Swords. What is the energy of the Knight of Swords here? Because I'm really drawn to the fact that he's pointing his sword at the Empress, and it's almost like to say, yeah, you can sit there pretty, Cancer. And yes, it's lovely to be in that energy, but you need to get up and do it as well. Let's put our work, let's get, you know, it's like you're considering an idea here. And now the Knight of Swords are right, now I've made my mind up 100 miles an hour, let's do it. Let's jump to it. Six of Pentacles. Interesting, I just said about the Two of Cups, about equal give and take, because that's exactly what the Six of Pentacles is about also. It's about balance, money coming in. So maybe that Empress energy, you are sitting there with these great ideas as we enter into the new year. And the Knight of Swords is like, are you pondering over one or two different ideas? And now it's like, now I've made my mind up. Right. The Six of Pentacles is also about, you know, making sure that you are getting back what you're putting into a project, and whether that's your time, energy, or your money. Maybe you're going into partnership with somebody here with this Two of Cups, or you're considering. I just feel like this Three of Swords has kind of made you think twice about who you surround yourself with. Interesting. I'm really drawn to the Six of Pentacles being a balance for you. And with the Two of Cups, it's about balanced connections. I'm going to do one more on that. This is unheard of, Cancer. This is, I need just to do one more on that Six of Pentacles, please, and thank you. Practically speaking, the Six of Pentacles can also relate to getting money in. Maybe you're waiting for a loan or advice of a loan or a mortgage or something coming in. It's happening very quickly. Oh, we got the Page of Swords with that too. Page of Swords is receiving some sort of message or communication that gives you the, I don't know, it's like you're getting the go-ahead on some sort of financial money coming in. Maybe you're just waiting. Is that what you're doing with the Empress? You're waiting for the nod from somebody. The Page of Swords is the card of curiosity, and it's the card of do your homework. But it's also about receiving messages. Maybe you're going to receive a message about money coming in here regarding that Empress energy. Right, let's finish on an Angels and Auras. There we go. What do we have? Who just got this? And you saw, I think it was Gemini, blessing in disguise. I think you've got to take that Three of Swords as a blessing in disguise. It feels like you had a bit of a lucky escape there. So I hope you enjoyed that. Let me know how it resonates. Have a wonderful week, and I'll see you next week. Gosh, I nearly turned the video off then. That'd be disastrous. It's because that's what I do on my, obviously, weekly readings. Anyway, let's get on with the next reading. This is for Leo. So, quick shuffle. King of Swords coming out for Leo. Okay, we're timestamping Leo at 25:10. Welcome, Leo, to your midweek energy check-in reading. They are all flipping out, sort of pre-shuffle. That was the Seven of Swords and the Page of Cups. No, Seven of Cups and Page of Cups. Anyway, this is your past, your present, your future energies and what they'd like you to embrace more of. And we're going to finish with an angel and auras message. Okay. So, Leo, your past energy is the King of Pentacles. Your present energy is the Knight of Wands. Your future energy is the Page of Pentacles. And then the Three of Pentacles is what they'd like you to embrace more of. Okay, so King of Pentacles, yeah, this is saying you feeling very established, very grounded recently, been quite successful too. Because maybe you've been really putting your skill set out there and working hard to achieve your goals. The King of Pentacles, he's successful financially because he sticks to what he knows. Not to say he doesn't grow on it, but he also is, you know, he's built his empire based on his knowledge, his skill set. He doesn't really go outside of the lanes, you know, he sticks to his lane, if you like. But the Knight of Wands is what you are sitting at the moment. It feels like, and I like this, you've recognised when you need to, like, maybe I just need to up my game again, just add another string to my bow, because the Knight of Wands is very much a very spontaneous, off-the-cuff decision that you've made regarding a job or a project. Very quick, almost like takes your breath away. It's like, wow, yeah, let's do that. Bit of a ta-da moment perhaps going on there with that. Now, the Page of Pentacles is your future energy. This entails learning. This is taking practical steps towards a goal that you know isn't going to happen overnight, but you're willing to put the hard work in. And again, it's a very studious energy, so it can also represent going back to university. It can also be representative of an apprenticeship. So it you know, it's like a new energy with a new job and learning again. So it is with that Knight of Wands. I feel like you recognise that the King of Pentacles, you know what you're good at. You're expanding on it now with this Knight of Wands. It feels quite spontaneous too, quite exciting. And the future energy is knowing exactly what steps you're going to take. It's kind of like feels that it feels like it's all go at the moment. It's going to calm down in the energy that you're stepping into, but it's going to allow you to embrace new education and educate yourself on this in this energy here. Now, the Three of Pentacles is what they'd like you to embrace more of. This is being part of a team. Teamwork is the dream work, as they say. It's also about recognising your skill set and standing out from the crowd. Really showing off, Leo, and I really like that. It's like, come on, get out there, show them what you're made of. Love that. Now, angels and auras. What's the message here for Leo? And have we got two there? We have. Okay, so we have abundance, which I'm sure you got in your midweek energy reading, and blessing in disguise. Now, this card has just come out 3 times in a row. Absolutely love that. So if it feels like, oh my gosh, this is going to be hard work, yep, it probably is, because hard work pays off. A blessing in disguise, it says a trust, revelation, significance, and a surprise. And in comes the abundance too. Three of Pentacles, work more, you know, perhaps, you know, working with people this is that have got the same skill set as you also. That's important. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that, Leo. Let me know how it resonates. And I'll see you next week for your weekend energy reading. Right, and we're going on to Virgo now. Okay, Virgo. Let's say. So we're timestamping Virgo at 29:29. Welcome, Virgo, to your midweek energy check-in reading. Just everybody's getting a pre-shuffle this week. Okay, King of Pentacles. This is your past, your present, your future energies, and what they'd like you to embrace more of. Just to pre-warn you, I have Bella sat. She could honestly be on my lap right now. She's so close to me. So she might start moaning a little bit. Okay. One more, please. For Virgo. Past energy. We have the Empress. present energy is the Hermit, which is attributed to Virgo, which I like. So you've just turned up in your own reading. Gives you that, I don't know, that power and strength, if you like, sitting in your own power and strength here. Three of Swords is in your future energy that you're stepping into. And the Two of Pentacles is what they'd like you to embrace more of. This is interesting, Virgo. So you're coming out of the Empress energy. Now, the Empress energy, very loving, very giving, trusts the universe, open to new ideas. She is very feminine, really attractive. So perhaps, you know, you're feeling very, or just recently you felt pretty good about yourself, Virgo. Nothing wrong with that. That's what the Empress recognizes too. Everything's with a soft approach, but also an approach of, but I know I can do it. It's a lovely mixture of an energy going on there. Now, the Hermit is how you are at the moment. It can just simply mean that you're feeling a little bit like you just need a bit of time out. I don't know about you, but sometimes, I mean, don't get me wrong, absolutely love Christmas and New Year, and I love getting back to work and seeing everybody. But don't you find you think, oh my gosh, just give me a little bit of peace and quiet now, please? And that's how I'm feeling. And I'm feeling very much like the Hermit. So I'm not reading too much into this. But it's also important, it looks like you're actually making the most of this time out that you're having to heal from something, to do some inner work. But yeah, just to, I don't know, maybe you're just feeling like, yeah, I just need to just stay at home and just have a little bit of me time. Now, the Three of Swords is coming up for you. This is about heartache and heartbreak. But the Hermit, what I will say, with this, holds the star in his lantern, which is about healing. So it could be that you are going within and you are maybe bringing up a few past memories or something that you're stepping into that you're really facing full on, that could be a little bit upsetting coming into that energy. It can also be the energy of you really being determined to heal from something. Now, the Two of Pentacles is what they'd like you to embrace more of. The Two of Pentacles can be about money. Obviously, it's Pentacles, material resources. And it's about, you know, juggling money, financial, you know, making sure that there's enough in that account to pay for that and that account to pay for that. But I also see this as prioritizing and reprioritizing what's important to you at the moment, especially with that Hermit energy. Be careful that you're not, you know, overworking. It's wearing you out. No time to go out and have play. This is a balance of, you know, make sure that's equal between, you know, work hard and play hard energy. I'm going to do one on the Three of Swords just to see what that's all about. Honestly, she's curled up in the tiniest space down here. Three of Swords, why are you here for Virgo? Please and thank you. And the Two of Pentacles can sort of represent, it could represent, you know, a little bit of up and down energy too. But I always like the Two of Pentacles because I always feel like it's also a message. If you thought you'd have to let one go, you don't need to. You can balance the both, if that makes sense. The Lovers, interesting. So we do have the Three of Swords with the Lovers card, which is about relationships and friendships. It's also about passionate choices. So it could be something to do with, you know, a relationship, a friendship that could be stepping into the energy of you're trying to heal from something from the past with them. Some of you, I feel like you're in a little bit of a volatile relationship, perhaps, because I'm really attracted to the fiery tree there. And then the Two of Pentacles can make you feel like, oh, not sure where I stand with this one. I'm going to do one more on that. Why do we have the Lovers with the Three of Swords for Virgo, please and thank you? See, the Hermit energy, if you're doing a little bit of shadow work there or mirror work, you could be, as I said, it's the real brave thing to do because it brings up things again and again and again until you are able to cope with them. Yeah, Nine of Swords. Virgo, I'm going to stop. This ain't getting any better. I'm only joking. Nine of Swords is actually you facing your fears. Yeah, this is about you going to bed, things on your mind. The the advice of that card is let's get that off your mind before you go to bed. I do think with that Hermit there and doing some work within, it's conjuring up old memories perhaps, or it's actually bringing things to the surface for you, which, yeah, very, very brave of you. So I do hope you enjoyed that, Virgo. Let me know how it resonates. Have a wonderful week, and I'll see you hopefully for your weekend reading. Don't forget to check out your moon and rising signs too. I keep forgetting to say that. Right, okay, Libra. So we're time-stamping Libra at 35:42. Welcome, Libra, to your midweek energy check-in reading. And what's your pre-shuffle? The Sun. We like that. Most positive card in the deck. This is your past, your present, your future energies and what they'd like you to embrace more of. And then we're going to finish with an Angel and Aura's message. And if you get blessing in disguise, because everybody else has, then it really will be a surprise. Okay. Past energy, Page of Cups. Justice is your present energy, which is you, just turned up in your own reading. That allows you to get everything out. That allows you to be, I don't know, really strong and determined about something and, you know, sitting in your power there, Libra. Two of Wands is what's coming up for you. The Four of Cups is what they'd like you to embrace more of. So the Page of Cups. Oh, Libra, what is going on here? This is about you. Have you been contemplating starting a new relationship or friendship, or, you know, just going with the flow a little bit more with a relationship or friendship, not overthinking something, because that's what the Page of Cups does. He also follows his dreams. It's a very dreamy energy, very Piscean energy. And it's also about pleasant surprises. It's like you've been pleasantly surprised by somebody or something, perhaps offering you a date, etc., or just giving you something that you thought, well, I wouldn't have thought of that person would be like that to me. Now, the Justice card, as I say, is the card of Libra. This is how you're sitting at the moment. This is feeling very balanced. Things are really, I don't know, just balanced and going your way, if you like, Libra. Or you're feeling, you know, that things are, what do I want to say? There's a fairness about this energy. You're like, yeah, okay, I'm happy with that. Because there's no one way or the other. It's quite mutual. It feels like very mutual energy here, Libra. Now, the Two of Wands is what you're stepping into, which I really like, because after this just, fair, balanced feeling in your power, it's like, oh, it's given you a bit of a fire in your belly as to what you can do next. Or is there something you're considering that really is out of your comfort zone? And it can mean travel, it can mean, you know, pushing yourself at work. It can even mean going into a new relationship that really could expand. But you know, with the Two of Wands, it's a little bit should I, shan't I energy. But really lovely, exciting. Now, the Four of Cups is what they'd like you to embrace more of. Now, the Four of Cups for me is the card of don't tar everything and every relationship, every offer with the same brush. That's exactly what they're doing there. They're thinking, well, it didn't work this time, it's not going to work again, or I don't know, they're thinking maybe of a reason that it's not going to work, and it might be the simplest of reasons. It's like saying, no, be with the Two of Wands, whatever it is, be a bit more open-minded. You know, push yourself a little bit more. You know, don't write things off for the simplest, tiniest things, because you've got the Ace of Cups coming in here. Now, I say it's the Ace of Cups, it's not, it's a cup. But I always think it's the Ace of Cups. And because she's sitting there thinking, no, I'm not even going to bother looking into that because I know how it's going to go. It's like predicting an outcome that hasn't happened yet. It's also, so what they want you to embrace more of is, you know, don't jump to conclusions on this. Don't tar everybody or everything with the same brush, especially with that Two of Wands. If it's a should I, shan't I energy, it looks like you should. Give it an opportunity. Try again. There's nothing wrong with trying again. I'm going to just clarify quickly the Justice card, because I do like to clarify when we get major arcanas. So why do we have the Justice card here for Libra? It's nice energy for you, though. It's like something's gone in your favour. Feeling like, yep, feeling pretty neutral here. I like it. Oh my gosh, you got the World card. It's allowing you, again, to start something fresh. You know when you think, I can't, and I'm not saying it was an argument or anything, but you know when you think, I can't move on until I've crossed the T's and dotted the I's. That's what's making me feel that Justice card. And then you've got the World card where you think, yeah, now I've achieved that, I've accomplished that goal, now I can move on. Now there is something new that I can embrace, because that's what the World card is about. It's the final card in the major arcana. After the World card, we go back to the Fool card, starting, wiping the slate clean and starting a new adventure, which is your Two of Wands also. So I love that for you, Libra. Really exciting times. Oh, nearly forgot. Your Angels card. Angels and Aura card for Libra. So, thank you. Oh, I like that. We have Guardian Angels. Now, they come in on the white ray here on this card. The message is protection, clarity, spirituality, and wisdom. It's like they've got your back here, Libra. I love that. And you may even be connecting to somebody in spirit or feeling very spiritual at the moment. If you can hear that whining, that is Bella, and I'm going to tell her off in a little while. Bella, that's enough. So, yeah, lovely card to finish on there. It's like you are... It's like they've got their wings around you, Libra. And there's a lovely rainbow aura there too, isn't there? Maybe you're drawn to the colour white at the moment too. Anyway, let me know how that resonates. And we are going to move on. Oh, and don't forget to check your moon and rising signs. I do keep forgetting to say that. Right, here we're moving on to Scorpio. Right, Scorpio, Scorpio, Scorpio. And we're time-stamping Scorpio at 42:26. So welcome, Scorpio, to your midweek energy check-in reading. This is for your past, your present, your future energies, and what they'd like you to embrace more of. So let's get on with this. So your past energy for Scorpio is judgment. I do apologise. Bella's really moaning and groaning. I'm sorry if you can hear her. The Three of Cups is how you're sitting at the moment, Scorpio. Really lovely. Six of Swords is also what you're stepping into, which is gorgeous. And the Four of Wands is what they'd like you to embrace more of. Now, judgment is what you're just coming out of. It feels like you've had a bit of a wake-up call about something here, Scorpio. Maybe it's the turn of the new year and it's just like, right, new year, new me. This is it now. I'm putting my foot down. Time to get out of my box and my traditional way of thinking here. This is the Archangel Gabriel giving you a bit of a wake-up call. Maybe you've had a bit of a snag from the universe. Maybe, you know, you keep seeing the same numbers. You keep seeing, I don't know, a course advertised that you finally think, I'm going to do that. I'm actually going to do that. I love that. It's like a bit of a revelation for you. Now, the Three of Cups is how you're sitting at the moment, which is lovely also. This is, you know, you can see they're celebrating your success. You're with people at the moment, or making sure that you're surrounding yourself with those that, you know, really support you, really on the same page as you. This is friendships, networking, going out, having fun, really enjoying yourself. And again, for me, the most important thing about the Three of Cups is making sure that they're your tribe, you know. You're not wasting your time anymore with those that, who was it who said, oh my gosh, they said this saying, and I thought, that's so true. You want to be the bee that spreads the word about how good the pollen is, and not the fly that continues to stick to shit. I don't know. That's what I heard. I think I've said that right, but you get my gist, yeah? And I think that's what you've come to, a revelation there. Who your tribe is. Now, the Six of Swords is your energy you're stepping into, and this is moving on to calmer shores. This is having a more positive mindset. This is you know what? I'm definitely leaving that crap behind. That's why I really think you've had a bit of a revelation. Yeah, love this. This is opening up to new ideas. and being a bit excited about it too, because these guys in this boat have no clue where they're going. They just know they're moving forward. It's positive movement forward, in your mindset, especially because it's swords, it's the mental suit. I love that. Nothing like a good old night out with your mates that can do that for you too. Now, the Four of Wands is what they'd like you to embrace more of. The Four of Wands is the card of the house, feeling really stable. People, again, celebrating you here. Again, surrounding yourself with those, even within your home life, or people that, you know, I don't know, perhaps you feel like you live with them, maybe because you work with them so much. But there's something about you feeling stable, and spending more time at home, maybe even as simple as that, with those that love and support you within the home and celebrate you. It's a big deal of celebration going on here. So maybe if somebody's coming up also for an anniversary or a wedding, it could be the card of wedding too. But however that resonates for you, Scorpio. Is there a decision here about moving too, perhaps? And it's like you finally come to a decision about it. I don't know. Let's have a look. Let's finish on... Oh, you're not going to believe what you've got, Scorpio, after all what we just said about your tribe. Your card is soul groups. Connecting in a circle to those, you know, this is all making sure all the wheels are turning around, everybody just connecting and getting on, and it's gorgeous. It's messages, reunions, connections, and validation. It's like you're reconnecting to some people also. Perhaps that you never, you know, that you've forgotten about in the past. Maybe that was your revelation. Love that for you, Scorpio. What a lovely reading. So let me know how that resonates. Don't forget to check out your moon and rising signs too, because it can give more messages. Right, let's get on with Sagittarius now. We are going to timestamp Sagittarius at... Sagittarius, Two of Cups came out for you. Sagittarius at 47:12. So welcome, Sagittarius, to your midweek energy check-in reading. This is your past, your present, your future energy and what they'd like you to embrace more of. Let's get on and see. Thank you. Past energy is the Tower. Your present energy, oh wow, is the Two of Cups. That certainly shook things up for you. Oh my gosh, Sagittarius, what is going on? Ace of Cups is your energy you're stepping into. And the King of Wands is what they'd like you to embrace more of. So the Tower moment, this brings around positive change. Looking by your cards, it may have seemed a bit chaotic and hectic. This is about something, a situation that, you know, really you needed to look at and think, probably we could do with tearing this down and rebuilding something again. As I say, relationship, job, however that resonates for you. It's a big change, and it may, as I say, feel hectic and an upheaval, but judging by these cards, oh my gosh, it is lovely. So the Two of Cups is how you're sitting at the moment. Now, it can mean two things, this Two of Cups for me. It can mean that that Tower moment was really soul-fulfilling for you. It's exactly what you needed to do. You may be single now. It's not to say you're in a relationship, but it could also mean that what that's done is really put it into perspective for you about who your soulmates are. Maybe it is your husband, your wife, your boyfriend, your girlfriend. This is feeling really connected to somebody. It can be a work situation, it can be a partnership in work. Maybe you decided to go into partnership with somebody else, what that big change was, or this created, I can't help but think this was a bit of a blessing in disguise. It created a bond more stronger than you thought would be possible with somebody. Now the Ace of Cups is actually what you're stepping into, so when you didn't think it can get any better, this is a refreshed, renewed relationship, friendship, a new one even. As I say, refreshed if you're in a relationship already. But whatever it is, it's really ticking your heart chakra. Absolutely love it. It's absolutely overflowing with love here, Sagittarius. What was I going to say about that? And then the King of Wands is what they'd like you to embrace more of. So the King of Wands is incredibly entrepreneurial. He's his own boss. He doesn't like being bossed about. He's very decisive, courageous, bold. He takes, you know, he takes on a project without any worries, you know. It's like you're really bossing up there, Sagittarius. Even though I can see there's a softer side to you here, it's putting you into and allowing you to be more of a King of Wands energy. Getting, you know, really getting what you want out of life. Look how determined he is there with that King of Wands. Right, let's see with the angel and aura's message for you, Sagittarius. What's the message? We have career transition, change, excitement, opportunity, and advancement. Well, that's lovely, isn't it? Even if it's not a career, it's something to do with one door is closing. You're walking out of one door and you're walking straight into a new door full of angels and fluffy clouds and light. You've gone like from the dark to the light here, which really feels like that with the Tower into the Two of Cups there. Advancement, I love that word. You've got change, which is your Tower. Love that for you. So let me know how it resonates. And don't forget to check out your moon and rising signs and also your week ahead readings. They come out at the weekend. So thank you so much for being here, Sagittarius. And we're moving on to Capricorn now. And time stamping Capricorn, well, that got left behind. And that's the Fool energy for you. It was left on the table. Or maybe there's a subliminal message there about there's an opportunity on the table for you that you're not taking up. I don't know. Let's stop. Let's get on with your reading though. Capricorn. Okay, Capricorn. We are time stamping you at 51:47. So welcome, Capricorn, to your midweek energy check-in reading. First of all, happy birthday. I am so sorry. I keep forgetting to wish you happy birthday in your weekly readings. So yeah, happy birthday, Capricorn. Now, I was doing a little bit of a pre-shuffle before we time-stamped you, and literally the Fool was left on the table. I didn't pick it up. Now, to me, it's a message, because everything's a message in tarot. Is there something, an offer on the table that you're not taking advantage of at the moment? That's what that made me feel. Anyway, let's get on with your reading. This is your past, your present, your future energy, and what they'd like you to embrace more of. We've got your past energy out. What do we have? King of Pentacles. Your present energy is Temperance. Oh, Bella is making such a lot of groans. I do apologise. Your future energy is the Queen of Cups. And what they'd like you to embrace more of is the Three of Wands. So King of Pentacles, you do keep getting the King of Pentacles, Capricorn. But to be fair, it is your suit. And you could very well be sitting as the King of Pentacles yourself. This is about the energy of you feeling quite established and being very good. And you've practiced and practiced and practiced. And now you've like really, what do I want to say? You've achieved your goals. Financially, you're feeling quite stable. But more so than anything, you're building your empire here. You're really like, I don't know, solid and grounded with this energy too. And believing in yourself and having a bit of self-worth. But it's also about practicing a certain skill set that you have, because that's also what the King of Pentacles represents. Getting it out there, you know, really investing in what you're very good at. Now, Temperance is how you're sitting at the moment. You're being very patient about something here. Because that's what Temperance is about. It's the card of alchemy. It's about waiting for something a good thing to come out, perhaps of, you know, a situation that's a little bit unbalanced at the moment. So it's feeling a little bit like, oh, you know, how much longer have I got to wait for this? A little bit of frustration maybe there too. Now, the Queen of Cups that's coming up for you, the energy of the Queen of Cups is what you're stepping into. Very much a healing energy for some people, because if the Queen of Cups had a job, she would be a nurse, a practitioner, a doctor, somebody who looks after people, somebody who's got a lot of time and love for everybody else. However, what I will say to that also is the other side to the Queen of Cups is she knows when to put a lid on it. It feels like maybe with this Temperance, that's the conclusion of that is, well, let's you know, maybe with this Queen of Cups, maybe let's not give quite so much. Let's leave a little bit in reserve here. Again, the the cups do represent friendships, relationships, but also matters of the heart. So it may be that, you know, you're quite passionate about something. The Temperance card, you're sitting, waiting for something to resolve, something to come of it. And the Queen of Cups, as I say, it feels like you're now deciding, you're stepping into like, what do I need? Maybe you need to keep a little bit back for yourself, Capricorn. Now, the Three of Wands is what they'd like you to embrace more of. Now, the Three of Wands is very much the card of adding another string to your bow. Maybe going alone on something. It can even be that you're traveling. It's really about broadening your horizons. And Capricorn, you do keep getting these cards. It's like, what more can you do? And I feel like saying, oh my gosh, give Capricorn a break, will you? They are like, they're going at 100 miles an hour already. But embracing more of, I think, being a bit more open-minded on something and some areas also to do with projects. Is there something else you can do that yes, you're very good, and you can see with the King of Pentacles, you've already established what you're good at, but is there, like saying, what else can you do, Capricorn? My goodness me. Maybe that Temperance energy is going to help you make your mind up with that. Right, let's see what angels and auras have for you. We have Raziel, Archangel Raziel, coming in on the rainbow ray. How gorgeous. Enlightened, adaptable, soulful and connected. Maybe you are feeling pretty connected to the universe at the moment, especially with that Three of Wands. You know, having that fire in your belly. A little bit of self-belief here too. I love that. And obviously all the colours of the rainbow paints such a positive picture. I like the adaptable message in that too. And I've put it right underneath Temperance. So it's like you're coming to a compromise and you're adapting something here. Ready to do something else as well as. Yeah, lovely, lovely reading for you, Capricorn. So happy birthday. I hope you've had a lovely birthday and you're or about to enjoy your birthday. And don't forget to check out your moon and rising signs and your week ahead readings that I publish at the weekends. So thanks as always for watching, Capricorn. And we are going on to Aquarius. Aquarius. So quick shuffle for Aquarius. And what do we found some Aquarius at? 5726. So welcome, Aquarius, to your midweek energy reading. This is your past, your present and your future energy, and what they would like you to embrace more of. Now, I do apologise, you can hear Bella moaning again. She moaned all the way through your Aquarius reading also. She seems to like you guys. She seems to want to talk to you. Actually, I did have one viewer suggest that she does her own tarot readings. Not sure about that. But anyway, let's have a look. Oh, look at that flipper. We've got a flipper. Justice is your past energy. Your present energy, Ace of Swords. Your future energy, oh my goodness, is the Ten of Pentacles. What with you and Capricorn at the moment, honestly, I don't know who's in the race for the better readings. What they'd like you to embrace more of, oh, look at that, is the Knight of Cups. Very sweet. Right, the Justice card. Something you feeling quite balanced just recently. You've stepped into this, or you're coming out of this feeling of balance. It's almost like, right, now I've got that sorted out. That's great. Now I can move on, because that is actually now I'm feeling a bit more calmer about things. You know, the decisions that have been made perhaps have gone in your favour, but there's no discord here. You know, things feel fair and good, and I like that for you. It can be, you know, results of a contract coming in your favour, or results of some legal action that has come in your favour. Now, the Ace of Swords is how you're sitting at the moment. I really love this. This is having mental clarity on a situation and knowing exactly what focus to move in now, and what direction, to move in. This is having clear-cut focus on one thing only. Maybe with that is why you're feeling quite balanced now. Perhaps there was 2 or 3 different options, and now you're like, nope, now I know my path. And I really felt like that. I'm sure it was your reading. Was it with the trains? It was for Aquarius. I really felt like you know what track to go on now. Now, the Ten of Pentacles is what you're stepping into. And this is financial abundance. This is money coming in. This is success. And it's not just success overnight. This is success that lasts for a long time. This is the energy of really wanting to make some long-term plans. It can be to do with your family surroundings, tangible things, you know, real world things, you know, real world energies too. I love that for you. It's just the feeling of success for you, Aquarius. Now, you know, we can all feel rich, yes, but it also relates to richness and who's surrounding you at the moment. Do you feel really content at home? You're feeling like stable, things that you know, finally you can invest in something for the long term rather than it be overnight. Now, again, that could be a job, it could be a relationship. What they'd like you to embrace more of is the Knight of Cups. Oh, I like this. The Knight of Cups is your knight in shining armour. Somebody coming in with an offer and sweeping you off your feet. I think it's being open to offers, Aquarius. And that also goes for open to offers from people that want to help you. You know, the Knight of Cups, they just want to help. They hold, what's the word I want to say? They're very of the soul, of the heart. They want to give you something. Is there something you keep resisting from somebody? Are you pushing somebody away? No, embrace it, Aquarius. Allow them in. They're only there to give you help and love, support, and maybe even give you something lovely as a result of it that you may not have thought possible. Let's have a look there. I'm going to do a clarifier on that Knight of Cups. Do you know what? We've got so many out, but on the top was the Ace of Cups. But I'd love to take it, but there's far too... Okay. We've got the Five of Swords come out. So embracing more of the Five of Swords is actually walking away from those people that really... they're just out to win at all costs against you. And again, with that Justice card, I feel that that's what you've done there. Things are coming to balance, whether it's work colleagues, relationships. The Five of Swords embracing more of like, yeah, no, I'm not surrounding myself with people like that anymore. Knight of Cups, you know, I know who my tribe is. I'm going to accept offers of help now, support and love from those who are Ten of Pentacles with me on the same page and in it for the long run. Oh, Aquarius, love that for you. Okay, angels and auras next. What do we have? The final message. We have self-respect and worthiness, Aquarius. And there's some lovely affirmations here and positive words. They are angel, leader, you're brilliant, you're confident, you're worthy, you're beautiful, you're loved. You're a queen and a king, and you're a superstar, Aquarius. How much do you love that card? You need reminding of it. It says self-worth, affirmations, independent and motivated. I really feel like you're very motivated at the moment. I really feel like 2026 is going to be your year. And I know it seems like I say it for I don't say it for every reading. But for you, Aquarius, particularly, really feel like you're putting some demons behind you. I don't know, just feels like all your wants and needs that are in, your hassles that are in 2025, you're really smoothing out for this year. So I love that for you. So let me know how that resonates. And don't forget to check out your moon and rising signs, as well as your weekly energy read. Yeah, your weekly readings that I published at the weekend. Anyway, sorry about that. Right, let's get on with Pisces. Pisces pre-shuffle. It's you, the moon. You've just come out in your own reading there. Right, okay. Now, there's been quite a lot. Zodiac signs having their own majors coming out. So there's been quite a pattern with this reading so far. Right, Pisces, let's timestamp you at, what do we have? 01, 03. No, it's turned into 01, 04, 03. So welcome, Pisces. Sorry, I've just got to make a note of that number. 01, 04, 03 for Pisces. Welcome to your midweek energy reading. This is your past, your present, your future energy and what they'd like you to embrace more of. Plus Bella moaning in the background. Right, okay. Your past energy, Pisces, we have the Queen of Wands. Your present energy is the Page of Swords. King of Swords is what you're stepping into. And then the Page of Wands is like what they'd like you to embrace more of. So the Queen of Wands is what you're just coming out of. Now, the Queen of Wands is very confident, very entrepreneurial. She loves being her own boss. She likes to be independent. She also likes to be centre of attention. But she also doesn't care what people think. She's very positive, very fiery energy, very go-get-them energy. So something that's really put fire in your belly recently, Pisces, that you've perhaps it's a project, a new job, a new position in the workplace, or just the new year giving you that oomph, you know, that I want to, I can, and I will energy. And I don't care what people think. Now, the Page of Swords is how you are at the moment. And this is the card of curiosity. This is the card of doing your own research. So there's something about perhaps, are you waiting for some messages, some letters, some emails, or some communication to come in about maybe this Queen of Wands energy? I just feel with this, Pisces, you're torn between something because you're in between. You've got the Queen of Wands on one hand and you've got the King of Swords on the other. And I feel like, I don't know if you feel a little bit torn here between being your own boss and the King of Swords being like making it a logical decision though. Is it a wise logical decision? And I almost feel like you're sitting back going, come on, universe, give me the nudge, give me the information that I need to make this decision. Now, stepping into the King of Swords is what I'm saying, so that whatever that is, it is making you, giving you food for thought, because this is somebody who makes decision on facts, data. You know, it's not a heartfelt decision. It's very logical, very honest. I always say if you had a job, the King of Swords for me would either be a barrister or a judge. You know, somebody who has to look at both sides of something and come out with a very firm but fair conclusion. It's like you've got to look really logically at something and keep your heart out of it. Now, the Page of Wands is what they want you to embrace more of. This is being ambitious. You know, maybe you're sitting back on your laurels a little bit too much, Pisces, and there's a bit more out there than you think. And that this Page of Swords, just waiting for some information to come in, maybe gives you this Page of Wands energy. This is being like, well, let's just give it a go. Let's just try. You know, having a bit of a fire in your belly, being ambitious and looking at something through almost like childlike eyes, a new project, a new, something new to get your teeth into. I'm going to clarify the Page of Swords for you though, Pisces. What are you waiting for? What letter, communication? Okay, oh my gosh, you can't make this up. So that's clarified by 2. You've got the 2 of Swords, which tells me you've come to a Y in the road in your decision, in your life or in a situation at the moment. And we're just waiting, as I say, for some information to come in. And I'm thinking, well, what is that decision? You've got the 8 of Pentacles. The 8 of Pentacles is, do I work on my own? Do I start my own business? Am I, you know... But got to be logical about this, though. You know, maybe you've already got a full-time job that brings in the money, and this doesn't at the moment. It feels very exciting because you've got the Page of Wands there. So let's finish. Let's finish on an Angels and Auras. Can you see Bella watching me? Can you see her? She's if I make contact with her, she'll bark at me or something if I look at her. Right, Pisces, what's your final message? Oh, do you know what? I've never seen this. Oh my gosh, what a fantastic card to end on. You've got 2 dogs at the table. We've got see the humour, levity, perspective, wisdom, and be playful. And they've got a little crystal ball in between. Do you know what I'd love to do? I'd love to blow this card up and put a picture on my wall. See the humour. You've got to see the funny side in something here, Pisces. Stop being so serious about something. How gorgeous. And they're doing tarot card readings. Oh my gosh. If you can screenshot that, do. It's absolutely fantastic. Perspective. You've got a bit of perspective on something too. It's like, don't rule something out here. Dogs can read tarot. In fact, I did have somebody comment and say they feel that Bella, because she's so vocal, needs to read tarot cards. Anyway, I love that. What a great card to finish the entire readings on. I hope you enjoyed it too, Pisces. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to check your moon and rising signs, and I'll see you for your weekend readings. Take care. Thanks as always.